Hello and welcome back to Below Zero. I'm Vic, and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. And, I'm not really sure if I'm going in the right direction, but I'm going to continue going in it, and we'll just see how that works out for me. Oh, now that... I think that's the dock that I've been looking for on the map. So, perhaps I am going in the right direction? Map, please. Yes, it's a new session, so all this stuff is all collapsed. Thank you very much. Maps. This one. Yeah, so I think I'm up here, so I think this is good. All right. Good time for a whiteout to get lost in. We got beacons, so that's a good sign. And of course, by beacon, I mean lights. Wait a minute. Why does this feel familiar, though? Do I hear it? Oh, don't step on the little guys. This might be what I want. Maybe. Let's find out. Ouch. And if I want to not be unalived by the spikes, I need to be under here. Mostly I just think saying it that way is funny, okay? I'm not like trying real hard to be sensitive to the algorithm or anything. Alright, I think this is what I want.
Sam must have stashed this here.
And I think story-wise, I'm not actually sure what it's an antidote to yet. Is that right? Why would I even go down here? How much down here is there? Oh, look, a magnetite and a quartz that got stuck in some kind of phase-shifting anomaly from an early The Next Generation episode. Alright, let's get out of here. We got the goods. We just need to find ourselves a frozen Leviathan. I wonder, has anybody tried to 3D print a spy pangling? Because I would 100% print me a spy pangling. Bonk. Hmm? Did somebody say something? Huh.
See you later.
I thought I heard something. Gimme. New blueprint synthesized. Alright, buddy. Now, where do you suppose those trees are? Could they be through the tunnel that's lit by lights? Maybe. But I want a snack. It's a good thing that we don't have bathroom needs in this game, because Robin would be in for a rough time at the toilet after eating all those spicy peppers. Ooh. What do we got here? Excuse me? What is that? Is that a baby stalker noise? Huh. Why don't I see said baby stalker? Alright, is this the way through? Yes, it is. And those trees look a little ominous in the dark, don't they? remember I got this far before, but I was not equipped for an extended visit. I hear something. Where's the something that I hear? Here we go. Here's a something. Yeah, why not check it out? Alright, buddy. Go see what's going on in there. I do kind of wish I could turn off the weird interference filter on this video feed. I feel like it's superfluous. Gimme tablet. I cannot press tab to view. Alright, I'm just going to bail out real quick. Damn you. Danielle at Omega Lab ran samples on the ice cores we pulled, and she says this glacial ice formed unusually fast. Half the microorganisms from the samples aren't even native to this planet. She said they'd name a eukaryote after me, but maybe she was just being nice. I'm gonna get some more data, like ASAP. And Finn said there's some unusual geothermal activity that's causing the glacial basin to collapse faster than expected. Could use some of that geothermal heat in the station. Alright, interesting.
Ready and waiting.
I'm pretty sure that's probably all I've got in here. And I need to be careful not to get too far away, or I might be unable to retrieve Pengwan here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, you know, if I can't find an STL to print me a spy pangling, I might just have to see if I can come up with one on my own. I was just looking at somebody's print of a pretty solid tank tread base. That would probably be perfect for this. Can you imagine if I came out of this and there was like another person standing behind Robin? That would be a very different flavor of game, wouldn't it?
Agent offline.
Alright, buddy. Well, it's just buried. Alright. That's a stalker. I don't need to mess with that. I might mess with it anyway. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, you know, before I started playing Below Zero, I read something about the prawn suit getting nerfed for above ground. And I don't feel like that happened at all. I mean, certainly the jump jets could be more useful, but it's not like they were more useful in Subnautica, so... jump module.
New technology acquired.
Don't really care, but... cool. Okay. I think maybe it's time to put some things in my backpack. Put that away in case I get dead. Don't want it rolling off someplace where I won't find it. Now, I suppose if I was Altera and I was investigating a frozen Leviathan, I would probably put one of these nearby. I'm guessing this is some kind of radio relay or something, so that's probably my way in. And since I'm not Altera, I'm going to steal their shit before I go in. And in we go. Do you suppose these are the same things as the ice bubbles I can cut with the laser cutter underwater to get unlimited air? That would be kind of neat. They look similar, so they could be. Are you not going to let me in? I guess that's fair. I'm going to do a little bit of repairsies before I go on, and also before I forget. There we go. And in we go. More magnetite that I no longer care about. Oh, here he is. I don't think this is where you used to be, guy. That's because it's a different guy.
Strange place for a security bunker.
Yeah, but not so strange once we find out where we're going.
Did the person who worked here also live in storage?
What? What do you mean live in storage? I'll take it. I don't need it anymore. Did he also live in storage?
My dearest Adeline and Rosita. Not dearest. Who says that anymore? Adeline, Rosita. Everything on the mission is going very well. Do you see now? Your doubts were unfounded. I am loved here, and... no. Rosita will say, Papa, why do you have to brag all the time? Papa, it's embarrassing. I want to apologize. Okay, no, that's taking things too far. I know we didn't leave things on the best note, but I want you to know I love you and I miss you. I don't know why I say the things I say sometimes. They just come out. I was going to send you a message saying how great everything is here and how everyone loves me. I've had a promotion to a very important security dossier. I'm treated like a hero. But really, this is a cold, wet planet. The scientists are full of themselves. There's no action to speak of. The only thing I look forward to is weekly games of Alien Intruder, but more than that, of coming home to you. I am sorry for all the times I did not appreciate you, of our family, or the good life we had. And who am I kidding? I can't send this. What's the use?
All right. And there's old Parvin. Oh, look at that. He's got some kind of pistol. How come he didn't leave that behind for me? I want it. He reports to Manu.
If you're not cheating, then you won't mind if I record this conversation. Is that right?
I have nothing to hide.
Then what were you whispering about with Vin?
Nothing. That guy is so lawful good, it's annoying.
Wait, so you were trying to cheat?
But no cheating occurred, so what does it matter?
It matters to team morale. If you can cheat in the game, how can they trust you out there?
I'm sorry, did you feel left out? Perhaps you would like to make a deal.
What happened here?
I sense many things here. Death among them.
I just realized I forgot something back at the prawn suit. Also, thanks guys for not
If you're
interrupting.
not cheating, then you won't mind if I record this conversation. Is that right?
I have nothing to hide.
Then what were you whispering about with Vin?
Nothing. That guy is so lawful good, it's annoying.
Wait, so you were trying to cheat?
But no cheating occurred, so what does it matter?
It matters to team morale. If you can cheat in the game, how can they trust you out there?
I'm sorry, did you feel left out? Perhaps you would like to make a deal.
Ugh, Parvin, no. You're shameless. You really never give up, do you?
I don't. That's true. Have a manual put that in my next eval. Very persistent.
Zeta's profile picture makes it look like she's eating her upper lip. No, I'm fully aware that's not a very nice thing to say. It just also happens to be true, so what are you gonna do? Alright. Now I have the things I need. No cheating occurred, so what's the problem? And that's your security officer. I don't know about that.
This was Sam's necklace. She never took it off.
Well, apparently she did.
My investigation of the fire excavation site, including the cave entrance and surrounding area, revealed minor cosmetic damage to Altera survey equipment and significant structural damage to the natural cave entrance and supports. Resulting debris prevents cave access without heavy excavation equipment. Only foot access is currently possible. We are reporting 2 casualties, Pavan Ivanov and Samantha Ayu. Both bodies were found beneath the rubble at the cave entrance. Ivanov had just entered the cave. Footprints were still visible by the entrance. Deeper into the cave, Ayu appeared to have sustained a fall. Poor souls. What was Ayu doing? Nothing in her file suggests a history of vandalism or carelessness. And yet, I can only conclude that the cause of the collapse was employee negligence. We will need to investigate a possible connection to the explosive damage reported at Omega Lab. If there is a connection, who is responsible?
It appears that your sister's death was accompanied by significant destruction.
Doesn't make any sense. She would never destroy a base. Well, baselessly.
Are your feelings confused? I am detecting more than one.
I don't know. I feel disillusioned, worried. I thought I knew Sam better than I really did. When we were kids, I was always the one breaking and rebuilding things. She wouldn't even go into a bake sale without a plan. For classic oatmeal cookies, no less. So serious. She wouldn't have anything to do with my molecularly transformed caramel pretzel lumps.
Your mind goes easily to food. To distract you from your feelings.
Okay, I think that's enough mind reading for now. This wasn't negligence. That's not Sam. This was something else.
Well, if we've ruled out negligence, we have to consider deliberateness. Patient.
Patrol log, excavation site, day 33, morning. I thought I saw something moving on the screen, but it was just that I sneezed. Wiped it off. Fred's not convinced the Leviathan is really dead, but I've never even seen it blink. Nevertheless, I am now undertaking the mandatory foot patrol. Inside the cave, confirming a whole lot of nothing. Creatures still dead, cave still boring. I miss the mining site. At least you could talk to people. Oh, wait now, what's this? A rock! I found an interesting rock. That makes 3 this week. The others will be happy to have a friend. Concluding patrol. Perimeter secured. Nothing to report. End log.
That's a big old grabber, isn't it? Can I scan it? I can scan it. Claws evolved to retain traction on the ice. So we got a big ol' land critter. Hydrochloric acid. I think I might need that for something, actually. The first time I've found something pre-made that I actually needed in ages. Now, I own and operate a prawn suit, and I would like to know what these guys have got that I haven't. And the answer is nothing. Oh, look at that. Cockpit's all smashed. How come I can't go burrowing through the ice? Because there's no reason to, that's why. We don't really have a very good idea of exactly how big the glacial mass is. But it seems like a feller that big would need a pretty big space full of goodies to eat to keep active. I'm just taking them because they're there. I don't need them. And what do you suppose he did with that big old... what's it? Frozen creature's teeth. Sharp teeth for tearing through flesh and bone. That's not a skull, that's got skin on it. We found this thing buried in the glacier. Gave someone a hell of a fright. Turns out it was walking around 1,000 years ago when it fell through the ice. It was infected with the Corabacterium, the aggressive disease which wiped out the architects and almost life on the planet. It is unclear whether the mutated corpuscules present are responsible for the ultimate demise of the creature. Since the enzyme cure was released on 4546b, the bacterium has been all but eliminated. Rare specimens like these provide our only live source. Research on the bacterium has been transferred to the secure Omega laboratory, while further research on the creature will be conducted at the excavation site. Alright, so we know that the Omega laboratory was destroyed by bombs supplied by Margaret Maida. And now we know what was going on there. So I think we can begin to piece together the picture. Environmental conditions and subtle mutations suggest that this variant of the Corabacterium's rate of transmission is somewhat lower than that of the widespread outbreak previously reported on 4546b. The bacteria's capacity to live for a long period of time off of the Leviathan's corpse suggests highly efficient saprophytic properties. Scans indicate that the pustules are merely the visible component of a dense bacterial network, feeding off the dead cells of the Leviathan. Despite the risk, further research is recommended. We also already know that Margaret gave some bombs to our sister and encouraged her to do something with them. So really, I think we've got all the picture that we need. Now, is there another scan for me to scan? You know, they've made it pretty clear that this thing really is dead and not just frozen. And yet, the ambiance includes a distinct breathing sound. Just so they can mess with our heads, I guess. Alrighty, well, might as well do the thing. Off you go. Not really sure why we wouldn't just do this by hand.
I believe the antibacterial agent was effective. Without it, the bacteria could have spread. Now it cannot. Your sister's memory will live in you through this gesture.
Feels good. Doing this one last thing for Sam. I feel like I got some closure.
My people do not experience endings as you do. Do humans feel joy in realizing that you've reached the end of something?
Sometimes. Closure is a sense of resolution. Like knowing that even though it still hurts, it'll be okay. I did what I came to do. I found out what really happened to her, and I got to finish her work. I learned a little bit more about the person I've looked up to for, well, my whole life. I wish I'd told her that more. Sam always wanted to make a difference. She wanted the bacteria contained to keep everyone safe. I'm grateful to give her that. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
And so, yeah, that's the end of that story. Sam took the bombs from Margaret Maida, the explosives anyway, and she brought them here to destroy the site. She got caught up in the collapse, and so did Security Man. And apparently after that, Alterra packed up and fucked off. Hey, you were squatting when I left you. What's the deal?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And that concludes our business on the surface. There are possibly a few more little hidey holes that I've overlooked. And possibly some grabbables that I might grab. But, I think that's it. I also wonder if there might be some ingredients that I need up here later. But I do not remember what those are. So I'm not going to sweat it. So Alan wants us to go into the Crystal Caves now because he thinks there's something down there. Meanwhile, I have an exclamation point beacon that I want to go visit. Did I hear something? And do I really want to go down there? I'm not sure I do. I can't hear the something, and I don't want to go down there. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. And at this point, it is a fairly short trip, I think, to the end of the game. We're going to go down into the Crystal Caves and find one last piece to scan. And then we're going to need to gather up some ingredients for old Alan. Alright, I definitely heard that. But I'm a little worried about getting out in here, so... There we go. Here we go. How far does this go? That far. All right. And in you go. I am purely checking this out for the curiosity of it. I can't imagine being so desperate for quartz that I would be going into these hidey holes just to grab it up. Is that it? Is it just... Oh, and a magnetite. Wow. Yeah, the robot said something. So I'm thinking that although it is a pretty short trip to the end of the game, I think I would like to spend some time on some exploration. I think what I want to do is I do want to build a lily pads base and a base in the vent garden biome. Get a scanner room going in each of those and kind of see what there is to see. maybe a one in the deep purple vents also, for the same reason. You are wasting your time, Stalker. What is that? That's a fur. I didn't know they had fur just lying around. Still, I think that's only a total of 2, maybe 3 fur that I know where to find that can be picked up without a pangling. So I think you do need the pangling to get the suit. Anyway, rambling aside, I am once again all out of time. Come back and see me again tomorrow, and we'll make our way back to the boat and head on over to the lily pads to pick out a base location. Talk to you soon.